This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, the governor extends Indiana's stay-at-home order, but one area of the state's healthcare system is reopening. What it means for you.
Face shields are a desperate need for healthcare workers who are on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. The local company changing what they do every day to help those who are helping us.
Indiana farmers are feeling the effects of the state and nationwide shutdown. We show you the impact this is having on one of Indiana's largest industries and what could happen if the shutdown continues.
We're in a pandemic. People aren't working, and they want to have this meeting.
Homeowners upset about a proposed sewer rate increase. Call 6 investigates, finds out why the project is moving forward during a pandemic. Good evening to you here at 6 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins coming to you from my home studio.
And I'm Amanda Starrentino at the RTV6 studios as we continue to practice social distancing. Today, the state reports 7 new deaths from COVID-19. That's actually 10 fewer new deaths than the state reported yesterday. The Indiana State Department of Health says in total, 569 Hoosiers have died from the coronavirus since the pandemic began. Also, according to the Department of Health, there are 505 new COVID-19 cases. So far, 11,686 Hoosiers have tested positive for the virus, and 64,639 people in Indiana have been tested for coronavirus.
Today, Governor Eric Holcomb and Indiana State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box announced some elective procedures at local hospitals can resume beginning tomorrow. So this means hospitals can do clinical procedures that diagnose, screen, and treat medical conditions that aren't necessarily emergencies. The governor says if supplies stay at current levels and aren't depleted, other elective procedures at other healthcare facilities could open up by next Monday. And today, the governor reiterated that Indiana's stay-at-home order will stay in effect through at least May 1st. That means you are asked to stay at home until May 1st unless you need to make a trip to the grocery store, get takeout, get medicine or medical care, go outside by yourself, take care of a loved one, or if you are considered an essential employee.
And working together to help protect Hoosiers on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic, one item healthcare workers desperately need is face shields. Megan Sanctorum shows us how a Bloomington aviation company is changing their whole production to help try to meet that need.
This is video from MSP Aviation. Founded in Marion and currently located in Bloomington, this Hoosier company typically manufactures parts for airplanes.
We make products that are used in the flight control center of planes, so if it flies, odds are it's got an MSP part on it.
But the owner says lately, things have been slow.
We're significantly impacted by the activity with Boeing. Boeing is one of our largest customers, and then with air travel being down over 90%, that's had a very adverse effect on the aviation industry.
So now they're rolling out a new product.
Quite easy. You just put the foam band on your forehead, and you've got a face shield.
Something they've seen an immediate demand for.
And that's really how this started. Nurses and doctors saying, help us. Can you make this?
He says a company on the West Coast designed the face shields. They will be made here at MSP in Bloomington and then shipped to healthcare facilities in the Midwest, helping not only the doctors and nurses that will be using them, but his own staff as well.
We've had to reduce our workforce considerably. We've got some good people that have been furloughed. We're working with this program, and then also we're very encouraged by some of the SBA programs, the payroll protection program. We believe with this and that program, we're going to be keeping our people busy.
The first shipment of 25,000 shields will go out later this week. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
The shutdown in the world, the demand is very much a concern about what their finished product is how much of a demand there's going to be.
Indiana farmers are feeling the effects of the state and national shutdowns. They have crops that they can't sell since both the economy is strained and spending is down. RTV6's Stephanie Wade shows us what this could do to Hoosier farmers if the shutdowns don't end soon.
Healthcare workers and first responders have become our country's heroes, the face of those fighting this pandemic. But according to Denny Fry,
there are a lot of considerations that need to be given to farmers right now, too.
Farmers across the Hoosier State are feeling the pinch, too, as supply continues to go up. But the demand just isn't there. People are out of work, industries closed, so spending has been down.
Disappointed in the fact that having to market their product at this point at the price levels, the market levels that they are at, causing a lot of concern this year about getting the cash flow to be what it needs to be to pay for their inputs.
Fry's worked in the agricultural industry for over 40 years. He runs the Shelby County Co-op, serving over 600 farmers in 8 surrounding counties. He says the pandemic is forcing farmers to sit on their crops they can't move or sell. Right now, they're planting crops not knowing who the buyers are or what consumption will be.
Very concerned about basically, how long is this thing going to play out? We're in uncharted territory, no precedent to go by.
And it isn't just impacting the food industry.
Because of the lack of travel, renewable fuels like soybean oil for diesel has gotten plentiful, and the supply of ethanol has gotten at record highs. They've shut their production down. So it has a major effect on our travel industry also.
Fry tells me they're waiting to see if the government will issue any type of subsidy or program to help farmers get through this. As it stands, he says there's only financial protection if you weren't able to plant your crops. But as we know, that's not the issue right now.
But if those things don't fall into place, it's going to be hard to bridge through for a number of people.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And if you are now without a job because of COVID-19 closing so many businesses, you need to go to our website, hiringhoosiers.com. There we have a live job board available. Companies post their job openings on that board every day, complete with a link to the application process. Just go to hiringhoosiers.com and you'll see the job board.
The town of Mooresville is moving forward with plans to raise sewer rates on homeowners and businesses. A public hearing is scheduled for tomorrow night, but some say with COVID-19, the project should be pushed back. Call 6 Investigates' Kara Kenny has been digging into the proposal and what it would mean for homeowners.
Homeowners got these notices, and they're looking at an average of $9 to $16 a month increase on their sewer rates. But some feel it's bad timing given the current pandemic. Susan Massey contacted Call 6 Investigates after getting this public hearing notice in the mail. She lives in Collett Meadows and would be impacted by the town of Mooresville's proposed sewer rate increase. Susan says the town should not be holding a public hearing Tuesday amid a pandemic.
Our bill will go from $39.92 to $59.49. It's huge. That's huge for a lot of people.
Call 6 Investigates checked with the state's public access counselor, who says only public business critical to the operations of government should be taken during this public health emergency. The sewer rate increase would have gone into effect this summer, but the town has already pushed it back to February 2021.
I just wanted someone to hear what's going on, especially during a pandemic when so many are losing their jobs or limited on funds. And, making them worry, even if this isn't planning to take place until February, you've still got people worried.
I don't think you get any more essential than sewer use. As sewers go down, you're in big trouble as a town. So this also is an update to the sewer system in general.
The town council president says rates have not increased in a decade, and the project is greatly needed to address aging infrastructure on the south side of town. At Tuesday's meeting, the public is welcome to attend. They will use overflow rooms and video to make sure they're following social distancing. You can also email in your comments, and they'll be read at the meeting. That email address is mooresville.public.hearing@taftlaw.com. Reporting in Mooresville, Kara Kenny, RTV6.
And if you have a concern about a government meeting in your own community, you can file a complaint with the state's public access counselor. The governor's order suspends the requirement for government members to be physically present during a public meeting.
The coronavirus is changing so much in the state of Indiana, and some of those changes could even become permanent. So, to keep you and your family informed during these uncertain times, we're beginning a new series of reports, and we're calling it Rebound Indiana. We will bring you stories which will help all of us navigate through the challenges so we can rebound and land on our feet together. We have been shaken to our core, our lives changed in profound and unsettling ways, and it all seems like it happened in an instant. The virus has left us wondering, when will businesses reopen? How will we go back to work? Do we even want to go back to the way things were?
The way we were is what got us to where we are.
Emerging from this epidemic will take time, hope, and understanding. It will mean taking a closer look at why help that's been promised may not be arriving quite as it should.
There's no red flags flying showing that why our workers are being delayed.
As we move forward, you'll see us shining a light on those determined to keep the economy running, even amid stormy seas.
This is keeping us working.
In the coming weeks and months, we'll be focusing on the rebound, our commitment to stories that will help you navigate these uncertain times.
They can't visit anybody, and they can't go anywhere.
From what you'll need to know when it's time to go back to work, to how those in the community continue to step up. Our hope is to relieve some of the pressure we've all felt lately by showing you the best ways to respond as this country focuses on ways to revive.
We don't have a big life raft right now, but at least we have a life jacket.
We will not forget what this outbreak has done, the kind of loss it has left us with.
He was the kindest person I knew, and not because he was my dad, but just because he was genuinely kind.
But for everything this crisis has taken from us, it has given us back a sense of gratitude, a reminder to be thankful for what matters.
You may now kiss the brother, yay!
And eventually, when things come full circle, we might rebound to someplace better than we were before. Again, RTV6 is focusing on Indiana's rebound in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Join us for a virtual forum with the Department of Workforce Development's top leaders on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. You can join the discussion and ask questions about getting back to work and making ends meet on the RTV6 Facebook page and at our website, theindychannel.com. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, well, it must taste like a donut. You must be in downtown Pendleton. One sweet shop there is open and delivering some of Madison County's best dozens.
I'm Dave Furst. Just how important is this week's NFL draft? Well, the Colts' Zach Pascal doesn't care. The undrafted receiver is determined to make his own way. Coming up in our Sports Extra Spotlight.
And we're tracking just a few showers. I'll have details on the location and timing of that, and I'll give you a different view of my home studio after this.
Check up at Golden Oak Lending.
We're all looking for something to brighten our mornings a bit. How about something topped with sprinkles?
Or maple and bacon, perhaps. Maybe fruit and frosting. Brad Brown found all of those and more being served up curbside in Pendleton.
It seems these days a lot of people are looking to satisfy their sweet tooth. And in Pendleton, they've gone ducky for donuts.
It's been very surprising how much we didn't think that it would do well at all, but yeah, we're able to employ all of our employees, which is great. You know, they're young adults. They need the cash.
Quack Daddy Donuts is located right in the middle of Pendleton's downtown. The shop's normally buzzing with activity. Now all of Quack Daddy's favorites are made to go.
It's been an adjustment for sure, but all in all, it's been pretty smooth for us. Going from dine-in to delivery and pickup has been, you know, there's a lot of changes that go along with that, but it's been a smooth process.
They've built a strong fan base with wild toppings and fun flavors. Now, with so many people spending so much time at home, the Quack Daddy dozens are available for delivery.
We didn't expect the volume of business that we received, so, you know, just adjusting to that and making sure we're fully staffed and able to deliver on time.
Whether it's breakfast, a snack, or a weekend treat, Quack Daddy's keeping smiles on faces, 1 dozen at a time.
The community's been great, and not just Pendleton, surrounding, you know, LaPel, Anderson, Middletown, Greenfield, Yeah, we have something unique. We have a special treat that you can't get anywhere else. So going and seeing our regulars, that's what makes my day.
Alexa says she's making many of those deliveries herself. They try to keep it within about 15 minutes of the shop, but you can call ahead to place your order for curbside pickup as well. All of the information on hours and delivery are available on the Quack Daddy Donuts Facebook page. Let's highlight a couple more in Pendleton. Next door to Quack Daddy is Madison State Street Bistro. Chef Dan is making some of the best pizza in the area. Call ahead for curbside pickup Monday through Saturday evenings. And Downing's Old Trail is open out by I-69, serving their roasted chicken and home-style favorites to go. You can check their Facebook page for nightly specials as well. Working for you in Pendleton, Brad Brown, RTV6.
And thank you, Brad, and hello to Madison County and all of central Indiana. Welcome to my house. This is my home studio, and in front of me, you can't see what's sitting there, but if I show you this picture, you can see a different view of my home weather office. I've got my computer there, which is tied into the computer back at the station, so I get to control all my weather graphics, build those and everything. Look right behind my chair. See Rory Gregory there? I've always got to be careful when I back up, so I put an alarm on there that beep, beep, beep when I'm backing up. Only kidding. As far as the showers, they're off to the north and west, but they will roll in tonight. There'll be a lot of areas that don't see any showers, but there'll be a few. Noticeably cooler tomorrow. You'll change the way you dress again and then right back into the mid-60s on Wednesday. I'm sure you've noticed the clouds increasing from Lafayette up to Delphi and near Logansport, a few sprinkles showing up on the radar. North and west of that, the cause of the showers is a cold front, and it will move from Minneapolis and portions of Wisconsin and Iowa, dropping to the south and east and pushing cooler air in. Enjoy these temperatures right now. 64 in New Powell is good. Martinsville, you're at 64. Almost 70 down in Evansville. Temperatures tonight will stay in the 40s. Behind the cold front, though, the cooler air will flow in. 11 o'clock tonight, there are the spotty showers. The best chance, I think, is northern Indiana, northeast of Indianapolis as we go through the overnight. All this moves out quickly. The wind will be strong again tomorrow and cool out of the northwest, gusting to 20, 25 miles per hour. Temperatures, they'll manage a 53-degree high. We were at 64 today, just to give you a little difference there. Temperatures to the north will struggle to hit 50 degrees. As you look at Wednesday, keep in mind the wind out of the southwest. That's why we'll zoom right back to 65 for the high. Let's zoom to the 7-day forecast. Temperatures Wednesday are up again. They come back down with some rain, even a chance for thunderstorms Thursday. Friday, 64 degrees. Then a cooler weekend with the chance for showers both Saturday and Sunday. Don't think it will be a washout, but if you're spreading mulch, planting flowers, whatever it is that you're doing, you may get interrupted just a little bit. That is your 7-day forecast.
Okay, looks good. Thanks, Kevin. It's draft week in the NFL. The annual selection process begins Thursday night with all players and teams working from home.
But draft night isn't everything to all people. One Colt went undrafted but is undeterred. Day first tonight with the Sports Extra Spotlight.
You'll forgive Zach Pascal if he's not as excited as some about this week's NFL draft. Despite going to the Combine back in 2017, the Old Dominion receiver went undrafted. Through hard work, it's all worked out in the end. He's set to begin his third NFL season later this year, but given the worldwide pandemic, he finds himself going old school in his current workout routine.
Before all the NFL stuff, before having a weight room, to go to, you had to, improvise and use your own things in the house. So I feel like that's what we back at now, from when we first started working out, running up hills and getting some free weights, doing some lunges in your garage.
He'll need to stay at his best. Among the changes, whenever the team gathers again, is a new quarterback, with the Colts acquiring the Chargers' Phillip Rivers. Respect won't be a problem.
I've watched Phillip as a kid, growing up, and him throwing to guys and winning games, and he came out with Eli Manning, so that was one of my favorite players when I was watching football growing up too. And now I'm able to actually play with him and see him in the locker room. I mean, I'm excited.
It's all a part of a brand new look. The alternative jerseys the Colts unveiled this month that maybe don't look that different. Well, Zach can't wait to slip one on.
Somebody had tagged me and said they look the same. And then when I was looking through it, I was like, oh, no, these ain't the same. Don't you see the numbers? Don't you see the swoosh on the jersey? Don't you see, just trying to back up my team.
No question, Zach Pascal has become a team player. The team that took a chance on the undrafted player 2 years ago has over 800 receiving yards and 7 career touchdowns.
I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to make this next step in our program, our organization, and go win some games and go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl and win.
Some say the Colts need to add to the wide receiving core, and you can see if they do that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The NFL Draft live right here on RTV6 at ABC. It all begins Thursday at 8. Hey, we continue to honor the outgoing spring sport athletes graduating without another season to compete. And an RTV6 senior salute to Brownsburg softball's Mackenzie Bedrick and Mara Wood. Mackenzie was first-team All-State a year ago with a .531 batting average, just 4 errors in her 81-game career. She's set to play at University of Southern Indiana next season. Mara hit .400 and led the Dogs in RBI a year ago. She's also a 3-year letter winner in volleyball and is set to play at the University of Evansville next season. Good luck to both. If you'd like to honor a senior spring sport athlete, email me at dave.first@wrtv.com.
As I mentioned, a couple of spotty showers tonight, but bright again tomorrow. Back to sunshine and much cooler temperatures, though.
And we want to thank you for joining us and making RTV6 your choice for news.